Right, 10.6, write triads given the third or the fifth. So we've been writing triads given the root or the lowest note. However, we can write them using other notes as well. So the middle note of the triad is called the third. It's a third above the root. And the top is called the fifth because it's a fifth above the root. To write a triad given the third or fifth, first you just got to write the note heads. At least one note head will be the given note, and then you'll have to figure out which ones they are. Then you're going to figure out the major and minor thirds starting from the given note, not the root. So we're not going to change the given note, we're only going to change the other notes. So, oh goodness. So what we have are, we're going to start one at a time. So we're going to take a look at this first one and go step by step. So step one, we need to fill out the rest of the thirds, or the note heads. So we know that this is going to be the third because it tells us it's the third there. So we need the root in there and the fifth in there. So the root's on E, the fifth's going to be on B. Our third is on G, and we're not going to alter the third at all. Now we know that this is going to have to be a major triad, and with major triads you have a major third on the bottom and a minor third on the top. So from G, we need to figure out what's a major third below G. Is E a major third below G, or do we need to alter the E? So if you use a keyboard, go ahead and you can pause it to draw your own keyboard and figure that out. So from G to E, that is actually a minor third. We need to turn that into a major third. To make it a major third, we need to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to lower this to make it farther away from G. So the E is going to be flat. Now we need from the G, we need to do a minor third up at the top. So from G to B, is that a major third or a minor third without? Right now, from G to B, that is a major third. So we are going to have to turn that into a minor third. We need to make this a little bit smaller, half step smaller. Remember, we can't alter the third here, the given note. We've got to alter all the others. So in order to make it smaller, we're going to have to lower this one, lower the B. So we're going to put a B flat here. And that is our major triad from the given note as a third. Now we're going to take a look at this one here. We're going to find the minor triad and the third. Actually, I'm going to do this one right here. We're going to find the minor triad, but the fifth is given. So the fifth is the top of the triad. So we need to draw the note heads underneath. There's the root, the third, and then the fifth. So we need a minor triad. For minor triads, the bottom third is a minor third, and the top third is a major third. So first we're going to go starting at the top and going down because that's closest. We need to start with the G to the E. So from the G to the E we need a major third. Think of a keyboard, grab a keyboard if you need to. See if you can count 4 half steps. Is that an E natural or is it something else? It should be an E flat to make it a major third up here. Now, you could do this 2 ways. It's easier just to stick with just thirds, but if you want to, you can also check to see if we have a perfect fifth here, because the major and minor ones will always have a perfect fifth. So, from G to C, is that a perfect fifth? Spoiler, it is, but let's also check our third. So it should be a minor third on the bottom. From E flat, we would need to alter the C if it's not already a minor third. So using the keyboard, we got E flat, then D flat, then C. That should be 3 half steps. That is already a minor third, so we are good leaving it like that. Alright, now we're going to try a diminished one. Let's go ahead and do this one. So the third is given. So we need to put the note on the root and the fifth. Our given note is a C natural. We cannot alter the given note. Now for diminished, if we remember, the thirds are both minor. We have a minor third on top of a minor third. So from C to E, is that a minor third? Count the half steps. Is it 3 or 4? It should be 4 at the moment, and that would make it a major third. So we need to do something to this note to make it a minor third. When you make it from major to minor, you make it a half step smaller. And we're altering this one, so to make it smaller, we'd have to put a flat on the E here. Now from C to A, we're going to alter the A if we need to make it a minor third. Think of the keyboard, C to A. How many half steps are there? There are only 3. That's already a minor third. Leave it as is. And now finally we'll do an augmented one. And we'll do this one here. The fifth is given. So we got the notes underneath. Remember, don't forget the ledger lines. With triads, if one note is on a line, all the rest are going to be on the line. So, from G to E, that is going to need to be for augmented, both half step or both thirds have to be major thirds for augmented. So from G to E, what do we need? Do we need to do anything to the E to make that a major third? So currently from G to E, that is a minor third. So what we're going to do, we're going to have to make it one half step bigger. In order to do that, we're going to lower the E flat and make it a little farther away from the G and turn it into an E flat. Now from E flat, we need to do something to the C if we need to make it a major third. So from E flat to C, let's think of how many half steps that is. That is actually a minor third. So we need to do something to the C to make it farther away from the E flat. And we're going to do that by lowering it. So that's going to be a C flat. And that is our augmented chord here, with G as the fifth. And you do the same with all the rest.